Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Alyssa, and for today's video, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this look that you see right here. I don't know the last time I've done a actual makeup tutorial, you guys. It's honestly probably laughable for a beauty channel, if we're being honest. I just got caught up in a whole bunch of other stuff and haven't actually done a legit tutorial in forever, so that is what I decided to bring you guys today. It is going to be a voiceover just because I had no idea what I wanted to do in the beginning, and I didn't want to waste a ton of footage or like have a bunch of ums and I don't knows throughout the whole video. So it is going to be a voiceover, but if you want me to do an actual talk through tutorial, just let me know down in the comment section below and I will be sure to add that to my list. Last but not least, before we get started, my hair. I know what you guys are thinking. I look like a grown-ass version of Pippi Longstockings. I know you're thinking it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say it and own it. But it is hair washing day today, and I decided before I started filming that I wanted to do something other than like the ponytail or the bun that you guys always see me in. And so I looked up like no heat hair tutorials, and this like pull through braid came up. And while like this side looks absolutely adorable in my opinion, this one just does not. It's not laying right on my head, so it looks really funny, and I think it doesn't help that you like can't see my ears. I don't know. It looked adorable on the girl and it just didn't quite translate on me, but I told myself when I was doing it that because I decided to do it and I was wasting so much time doing my hair, that whatever I did was just gonna have to be it. So I'm owning my little pull through braids today. So this is what I have done. But regardless of that, I really hope that you're excited. If you do enjoy the video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And without further ado, if you would like to know how to get this look for yourself, then let's just go ahead and get started. Okay guys, starting off with the CoverFX Blurring Primer, I am going to put this primarily in my T-zone. I'm obsessed with this primer for filling in your pores, you guys. It is so freaking good. And then because we all know that I'm bougie, I'm going to go in with the Milk Cosmetics Hydro Grip Primer as well. And I'm going to take one pump of this and really focus it on the outer perimeter of my face. This is just really going to keep the makeup intact all day long. For foundation today, I am using the Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation. I love this foundation, you guys. I only have it in my summer shade, so I'm so excited to finally start using it. And then that Hank & Henry sponge, you guys, I'm obsessed. It's so good. Of course, we've got to conceal all those under eye bags, and so I am using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Neutralizer today. And now I'm going to set everywhere that I put concealer with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. You guys, I just can't find a powder to beat this. I don't know what's up. So leave me some powder recommendations down below if you have any favorites. Okay, moving on to the eyes, we are taking the Dominique Cosmetics Celestial Thunder. I probably pronounced that wrong, but we are going to go in with this orange shade, and I am taking a like somewhat fluffy packer brush, and we are going to do a halo eye outline with this shade. So that means I'm going to put it in obviously the inner and outer corner, and I'm just going to take my time here and really build this shade up until I'm satisfied with its pigmentation and kind of buff out the edges. And so for me, I didn't really want to connect them in the center. As you can see, I lightly blended them together, but I didn't want to be too orange where I'm going to put the center shade. So now I'm going to take that blue shade in the same palette on a packing brush, and I'm obviously going to put this in the center of my lid. I will say that this was the only shade that I worked with that did have fallout, so do be mindful of that. But honestly, you guys, I was not really impressed with this shade. I felt like it wasn't pigmented enough for what I wanted, and I felt like it was like oddly patchy, which I was like really disappointed in. But I'm going to go back in with the orange shade and I'm going to blend the edges together because hashtag no harsh lines. Okay, so next I'm going to take this like creamsicle-y looking shade from this Alamar Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to use this to start working in my transition. So because I didn't want to like blow out the blue and the dark orange, this is the shade I decided to go in, and it would bring a little bit more brightness to the look as well. So I just go in with this as a base to start blending out my crease, and then I lightly add a little bit of the darker orange to it so it looks a little more blended and a little more faded from the darker to the lighter shades. And it is this point, you guys, where I'm like, oh my god, this looks like actual crap, I'm gonna have to take it off. So I decided I'm going to take these two shimmery blue shades, just a mixture of them from the Alamar Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to pop them over the matte blue to try and save this look. I love these shimmers. They're so beautiful and so pigmented, and we all know that shimmers kind of blend against the edges a little bit better, so I'm kind of cheating. And I'm going to take this little brush and just kind of buff out the edges a little bit where my finger obviously kind of couldn't do that work. And I'm really trying to salvage this here at this point. Okay, so jumping out to the rest of the face for a minute, I decided to do a nose contour today. So I contoured my nose and as well as the normal parts of my face with the Benefit Hoola bronzer. And I figured I would just kind of show you quickly how I typically do a nose contour. So there you have it. And then to bronze the rest of my face, I am going in with this Colourpop and Alexis Ren bronzer in Golden Moment. You guys, this is like my favorite summertime bronzer. It is unbelievable. I'm pretty sure it was limited edition. I don't think you can get it, which is just so disheartening because it has the most beautiful like orangey undertone that I just adore for the summertime. And so for blush, I'm taking this Alamar Cosmetics Trio and I am going to use that middle shade. I'm pretty sure it's the shade Isla, and I'm going to just kind of really buff my blush out a little bit more dramatic today. And then for highlighting, I'm going to go in with those two shades from the Smashbox and Holmes collab. This is like the gold highlighting palette. There's also a silver one, and I'm just going to highlight the cheekbones, the Cupid's bow, and the nose with this. So now I'm going to work on the lower lash line, and it's pretty much just going to mimic the lid space. So I'm going to take a flat definer brush and that orange shade, and I'm going to put that both on the outer and inner portion of my lower lash line. And then you guessed it, I'm going to take that blue shade and I'm going to put that in the center portion. I think for future reference, I would probably not mimic the lid space for this. I would probably either just buff it out completely with blue or completely with orange, just because with the way that blue shade was working, I just didn't love the lower lash line as much as I would have liked to. But I am just taking the brush with a little bit of that creamsicle shade from the Alamar Cosmetics palette and kind of buffing that lower lash line out. I didn't smoke it out as much as I wanted to because again, I didn't want the shades to become muddy. And then I'm going to go in with this really pretty shimmery shade from the Alamar Cosmetics palettes, and I am going to highlight both my inner corner and my brow bone. And then for lips, I'm going in with this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade San Paulo. Again, like I mentioned in the beginning, feel free to swap this out for a nude if that suits you better. And then I just topped it with an iconic London gloss just to give it some shine. And then there you have it, you guys, this little Pocahontas summertime makeup look for you there. Yes, I know the colors of the wind, girl, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I really hope that you guys liked it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!